Hello everyone, Antoine from Crossfire Worship Center. Welcome to today's Refuel moment. I'll be reading today from Matthew 14 verses 22 to 33. Immediately Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. Now when evening came, he was alone there, but the boat was now in the middle of the sea, tossed by the waves, for the wind was contrary. Now in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went to them walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a ghost," and they cried out for fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Be of good cheer, it is I, do not be afraid." And Peter answered and said, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." So he said, "Come." And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him, and said to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" And when they got into the boat, the wind ceased. Then those who were in the boat came and worshipped, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." So I want to talk about today confronting fear. And there's times in our lives when there are situations around us. Sometimes this may seem like kind of like the story here, where there's waves, there's storms, and we can't see any way out. But the Lord Jesus, he's always there to bring us hope. Like in the story here, he came to his disciples walking on the water. In the midst of the storm, he came to his disciples walking on the water. And so, I just want to remind you that no matter what the storm is in your life, no matter what the situations is, whether it's relationships, whether it's job, finances, whatever is perhaps a storm in your life, the Lord Jesus, he is there. He is in the middle of the storm. And if we turn our eyes on Jesus, like Peter did, he came, the Lord called him out of the boat, and Peter walked on the water. He had his eyes on Jesus, and in the midst of the storm, even though the storm was still going on, Peter kept his eyes on Jesus. As long as he kept his eyes on Jesus, he was walking on water. He was, the miraculous was happening. But when he took his eyes off Jesus, that's when he fell. And the same thing is in our lives. Jesus allows situations to come about, but he wants us to keep our eyes on him. And when we do, we don't have to be overcome by the storm. We don't have to fear the storm at all. But we can know that Jesus Christ, he will even allow us, to do the miraculous because of his grace. He will allow us to walk on the water, to walk through the storm. And then when Jesus came back into the boat, the wind ceased. The storm didn't last very long, and it was an opportunity for Jesus and for Peter, to demonstrate, what God can do, and he wants to demonstrate what he can do in your life too. And I just challenge you to seek God's face today in the midst of the storm. Keep your eyes on the Lord. Keep your eyes on the Lord. And as you do that, you'll find victory. And as thank you for taking the time today to listen. And I pray the Lord blesses your week. And God bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.